Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for June 6th through 12th, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Let's get into your reading for the week and see what we've got coming out for you. First off the bat, we have a People card with a kindred partnership. So you may have a good friend, you may have somebody in your world that you're going to spend some time with this week, okay? Or maybe you're even thinking of someone across the miles. So if you are thinking about somebody, chances are they're probably thinking about you too. So this may be a great week for you to reach out and touch someone, as the old commercial used to say. But you may also be meeting new people in the week ahead here as well. The kindred partnership, it can be soulmate energy, okay? It can just be two people who are digging each other's vibes, who work well together, or they're on the same page, or maybe even someone that you really do enjoy being with. So whether this is someone new or someone that's already in your life in some way, maybe you're missing somebody as well. Okay, so focus on those really good partnerships there for you. We also have an intention card coming out for you, and we do have the back and forth energy. So perhaps there is something here where you're waffling or wavering on some commitment, okay, or maybe you're trying to make some decision and you just don't know. It's that little teeter-totter, that little seesaw back and forth. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Okay, a lot of people, you might be feeling a little bit stuck in a certain area of your world in the week ahead, okay? And we all quite often do get in that energy. We get a little bit stuck sometimes, or we know we need to do something. We take a step forward, we take a step back, and in the meantime, we just don't quite get anywhere. So when we are faced with some indecision, okay, we're not entirely sure what we want, or we are lacking a little bit of conviction perhaps. Sometimes maybe there's a really good friend that can give you a little bit of advice. Maybe there's a partnership that you are thinking, do I want to take it to the next level, and you're just a little bit not sure. So when we are setting intentions, or when we are trying to make a decision, sometimes you need to go within. Maybe you need a little bit of help or guidance, right? Some advice, maybe a good friend. Perhaps you just need to connect with yourself on a different level. It could be that your brain is trying to make all the decisions, when in actual fact the answer lays in your heart. It may be that you have decisions to make that actually do involve your heart, your feelings, and perhaps you may need to engage in your higher self, okay? Whatever that is for you, that little back and forth energy, you might be getting a little bit frustrated, especially if you can't quite make a decision on something. So maybe try some meditation, connect with nature, ask for help or assistance, okay? Or just somehow maybe take something off the table for now. Put something to the side. You know how when you can't figure out a problem, you can't see the forest through the trees, sometimes the best thing you can do is take a step back. And when you take a step back, you focus on something else, boom, that's quite often when the answers come to you, okay? But if you need to get a little bit more information, maybe to make a very informed decision, then there may be some research that you need to do there as well, okay? So there just might be something there in this week ahead where you're a little bit undecided. So let's see what else is coming in here for you. We have the Three of Batons that's coming out, Three of Batons. We've got the Queen of Swords, be honest, be truthful. That might be your advice card. We've got the Nine of Coins, and that's in the reverse there for you with that one. So let's have a look. What's on the bottom of the deck? The King of Coins. So the King of Coins at the bottom of the deck here, this is providing an underlying influence, some motivation, even something that hasn't quite transpired into your world yet. So if you are trying to set some intentions, perhaps you're trying to set some manifestation intentions, okay, or maybe there's a goal that you want to get to with that King of Coins, and you're just not sure how to get there, okay, or you're just not sure what next steps to take, okay. So you may have some lofty goals actually, because the King of Coins is that energy of being in charge, being the lead. It's a leadership energy, as all the kings are. But it's one of the masculine energy of taking a little bit of action, okay, or at least taking the lead, taking charge. So you may have some big career goals, okay, you might have some financial goals, maybe there's something there that is prevalent in your world, okay. It could be some commitment, a higher level of commitment that you're a little bit unsure of, or that you have in mind, that's part of your intention. And again, there's a little bit of uncertainty. How do I get there? So with that King of Coins giving you that underlying influence, maybe that's a motivation for you. Perhaps you've got somebody in your world and you aspire to be like them, not in terms of jealousy, because it's in the upright, not in terms of jealousy or envy, but perhaps there's somebody that you look up to. And I don't really like to use the word admire, because that's usually involves putting someone up on a pedestal, and then people fall off that pedestal quite often, right? So putting people up on a pedestal can be a little bit of a dangerous little game. But there may be somebody there that you look up to in some way, perhaps somebody that's very successful, maybe they're knowledgeable, perhaps this is somebody that you can partner up with, or you may have some lofty goals in other areas of your life there as well, and you're trying to figure it out, okay? But the King of Coins can be somebody that can give you some advice or guidance in your world, and this can also be some success that is coming in. You might feel like a failure, okay, or you might not feel like you're quite where you want to be right now, but there's something a little bit better on the horizon. There is a way past your situation. There's some improvements that are coming in there for you. But we do have the Three of Batons, which is the Three of Wands energy. So you may have some sort of plan, some sort of goals, long-term goals possibly. Usually this is looking out into the future, an energy of expansion. So you have some goals here and you're ready to take action. But again, there may be something that just kind of derails your plans a little bit further down in the week. Or perhaps you are trying to figure out how to get started. Sometimes the Three of Wands energy, we know what we want. Our future is wide open. The only thing standing in our way is maybe us. And there is action that is required. Okay, so perhaps you're just playing a little bit of a waiting game. You're being a little bit patient, okay, and you're waiting for the right opportunity or the right moment or the right time, okay, to take action on something. But the Three of Wands is also where we start to see things come to fruition. Threes are where we have laid the groundwork for something and we are moving forward, and we're starting to see things come together. We're starting to see, okay, this is how this is going to play out. And so that could just be a really positive energy for you. And the Queen of Swords that comes in here could just be you getting a little bit of clarity, or maybe taking a logical approach to something rather than a creative approach. The Three of Wands usually brings in an energy of inspiration, okay, of that openness, but that willingness to take action, okay. But the Queen of Swords there, you may have you may have some information that you might need. Sometimes we need a combination of action and intention, okay, and logical thought processes there as well. The Queen of Swords brings in a little bit of logic to your situation. If you need to find some more information, or if you need some answers, that Queen of Swords, you may be doing a little bit of research, doing some homework, okay? But the Queen of Swords brings clarity. By being honest and truthful with yourself and your situation, this gives you the clarity that you're looking for. So you may be taking a little bit of a break here, okay? And she's actually looking at this Three of Wands energy. So there may be something that you want to move forward with, but again, first, you kind of need a little bit of answers, okay, or you need a little bit of confidence. Usually the Queen of Swords is fairly confident energy, okay, so perhaps you just need the confidence to take the next steps, okay, but you need that clarity as well. You need to know what you want and what you want to do, okay. So but the Queen of Swords can represent somebody who you partner up with, okay, or someone who, again, can give you some advice. Now, as far as advice goes, the Queen of Swords it is only going to give you the truth, the bare truth, nothing but the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. So, so the Queen of Swords is known for being a little bit, how should we say, brutally honest. Okay, not necessarily mean. She's in the upright. Okay, we don't want to piss off the Queen of Swords, mind you. So there may be somebody around you that you know, okay, or maybe even someone that you meet that gives you the bare, cold, honest truth. whether you, even if you ask for help, sometimes we don't want to hear the answer. Okay, because there's no words that get minced with that Queen of Swords person. Okay, it's like, if you ask for, hey, what would you do here? What do you think of this? Or hey, can I run something past you? Or is this email rude? And the answer back is yes, it is. Okay, or so whatever answers come back, they're just boop, they're just right there, quick and honest. So this may be somebody that you can partner up with, or someone that you ask for some advice, okay, or a little bit of clarity. But you could also be getting the clarity with that Queen of Swords, because it is ultimately one of being open but being a little bit cautious as well. So you may take a bit of a cautious approach at something, and again, you might be getting that ultimate clarity that you're looking for, so that you can stop waffling back and forth. Okay, you can stop any indecision, because we sometimes do get stuck in the Three of Wands energy because we are a little bit undecided, or we're waiting for everything to be perfect. And sometimes the best that we can hope for is imperfection, and we just go right ahead and do things anyway. And it's like, you know what? It's not the perfect time, but I think I'm going to move ahead anyway because the time is now, and any problems that show up along the way, I'm just going to deal with it. Okay, so you might be sorting out a couple little issues here and there, okay, but you think you're going to get the answers that you need so that you can move forward in a positive way. And again, you might be partnering up with somebody here along the way as well. So, but if you do get some advice from somebody who embodies the Queen of Swords energy, someone very smart, someone who's really good at communication, okay, but again, someone who is very, very honest and very straight and to the point. Okay, they also, strangely enough, may have a good sense of humor. So if you have that person in your world, okay, if you ask for advice, just know that you might not, you're going to get what you need to hear, maybe not what you want to hear, because it's not going to be sugar coated there in any way. I also am, just so you're aware, for somebody out there, getting a little bit of energy here for with the Queen of Swords, the Three of Batons there. I am getting like a very important conversation, obviously, the Queen of Swords. However, I'm getting like a job interview or something, or maybe like an important conversation about money. And with the Nine of Coins appearing in the reverse, something may not work out for you the way that you wanted it to. So you could possibly be in that energy where a door has closed on you, or you're feeling as though a door has closed on you, or perhaps there's something that's positive here for you, but isn't, how should we say, isn't as much or as good as what you had hoped for. All right. For example, like if you've got a job offer, right? So you've got a job in mind or something, right? Or you're looking for some more money. You take your shot. Okay, you've got that open door with that Three of Wands energy. You've got the conversation. It goes quite well. And you may actually have something that is offered to you, but you were hoping for, say, a little bit of a windfall. And it may come in as either less than what you had hoped for, okay, or we'll see what other cards come out, or it may not work out the way that you would want it to. So you may feel as though the open door here may close on you, okay. It can also be that you have something really positive happening for you here, okay, and then you need to let something go of your own action. Okay, but the Nine of Coins that is here can certainly represent a little bit of something not quite working out the way you wanted it to. Okay, so something that you've maybe put some effort into, and whether you're letting something go, giving up on something, okay, you're just like, you know what, it's not what I want, okay, or whether you are feeling as though you have failed in some way, okay. We never actually really fail. It's no consolation if something didn't work out for you, but quite often when a door closes, another one is set to open. So if something hasn't quite panned out the way that you want it to, there's probably something else that is on the horizon for you that's a little bit better. Okay, but the Nine of Coins in reverse can also represent possibly spending too much money. Okay, usually the Nine of Coins in the upright is one of abundance. Okay, treating yourself to something, living in the lap of luxury. Okay, so perhaps there is this energy here where either you overspend a little bit, okay, and you represents a little bit of a challenge, okay, or you may just have a little bit of insecurity. Because the Nine Nine of Coins in the upright is usually one where we have tamed our anxieties and tamed our insecurities. So there may be a little bit of insecurity that's coming in there with that in reverse. But let's see what else we've got. We've got the Ten of Cups. Don't worry, be happy, Spirit says here. Okay, the Ten of Cups is your advice from Spirit. Focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on solutions, not the problem. For every door that closes, another one opens. This is the happily ever after card. This is the one of the happiest energies in the entire deck. So in those periods of uncertainty, okay, or in those periods of doubt, or when we're just not feeling worthy enough, okay, you may be downplaying your own worthiness there, your own value with that Nine of Cups in reverse, or sorry, the Nine of Coins in reverse. And Spirit really wants you to shift your focus, okay? Focus on the things that do make you happy. Be grateful for the wonderful things that are in your life right now, and know that when we take a positive attitude, when we take a positive outlook, when we focus on solutions rather than problems, that's when things can really happen for us. Okay, the Ten of Cups is an indicator from Spirit as well that there may be something that isn't as bad as you fear, not as bad as you think. Okay, the Ten of Cups is our family card, right? It's our family, our friends, our matters of the heart, our things that, you know, really do fulfill us in all ways, in all levels. So you know, so you may have somebody around you that can really be a little bit of a support for you. Okay, or this is really Spirit saying to you to focus on the positive, focus on what it is you want. Okay, what makes you happy? If you're undecided about something, that back and forth energy, put some feelings to it. Okay, put some feelings. What makes you feel happy? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel secure for the long term? Focus on that, okay, and not on what's something that doesn't go your way, because ultimately we do have the Eight of Batons coming out here as your blessings headed your way. Okay, this represents some good news, some really positive communication. This also represents some forward movement. And this can also represent we got a lot going on, okay, but it's a blessing for you. So I think if you are really busy in the week ahead, okay, I think you're maybe a little bit tired, okay, by the end of the week possibly, okay, or maybe you just don't get everything done with that Nine of Coins that you set out to accomplish, okay, but whatever you do manage to accomplish is good, it's beneficial for you, okay. It's a super duper positive energy with the Eight of Wands. It's the mover and shaker energy. We're getting things done, we're moving ahead, we're overcoming obstacles, okay, we're looking to the future. All right, this may represent abundance. Okay, the eight of wands can represent abundance, but sometimes it's you know, we've got a lot going on, right? But I think you're getting things done, and you've got the energy that you need, okay, to accomplish what you need to accomplish in the week ahead. But this can also represent some good news coming in, right? Usually really positive communication is delivered. Something is delivered to you with that Eight of Wands energy. So whether it's communication, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's just a door opening for you, okay, it can also represent some travel as well. And then with the Ten of Cups being the card of the energy with the family, okay, those important connections, those relationships in your world, okay, this can represent possibly some sort of travel. So maybe you receive an invitation to go and see a friend, okay, maybe you actually do have a friend to come and visit you, okay. There may also be some long distance communication there as well, but that Eight of Wands is ultimately it's a positive energy anyway, and it is also in your blessings position. So it's like an extra dose of positive vibes for you with that one, okay? Your overall outcome, we've got the Two of Coins. So the Two of Coins is a very interesting energy quite often, okay? Yes, it can sometimes represent imbalance. However, the Two of Coins also represents juggling. So we got a lot going on, but you're getting things done, okay? But it also is one of you're enjoying what you're doing, okay? So even if you've got a lot going on, like you're kind of having a good time, okay? It can be one of festivities as well with the Two of Coins, and we quite often do see this. The imagery in this one's a little bit different, but we usually see someone juggling two coins, but there's like a festival in the background, okay? And the guy's standing on one foot, and in some cards he's on like a tightrope, right? But it's one of joyous festivities. So perhaps you have a lot going on, but you are really having a good time. You're enjoying yourself while you're doing it, okay? There's always a little bit of caution there. as well, because sometimes we do juggle a lot of things. Okay, we do go out and have some fun. Okay, but everything kind of in moderation there for you as well. Okay, so it may not be sustainable with this level of activity for a long time, but in the meantime, you're just getting things done. So you might with that 9 of coins in reverse again, you may not necessarily feel like you're where you want to be, but there's so much other good energy around you. It may actually be a little bit of an inner kind of fear, this back and forth energy a little bit, right? So it's like, I don't know, okay? You might not be 100% sure of yourself, right? Because usually the 9 of coins in the upright, you're very sure of yourself. You're secure with what you're getting done, okay? So I think that's kind of a temporary energy there for you. So don't underestimate your own worth or your own value, because that's what that can represent as well, right? You're not seeing your own worth. So, but I think here is that Spirit's really trying to show you, okay, how much value you actually bring to your situation. So let's leave that there. Okay, you may also have some decisions to make, the 2 of coins, but I think that you will make some decisions, okay? I think you'll make the right decision for yourself. So let's get a couple last messages for you here. Oops, thank you very much. Oh, I got the sunny side up egg card. This card in this deck, the imagery on that, it's actually the sun poking through the trees, but to me it looks like a sunny side up egg. So anyways, but it's a very happy energy anyway. So here you go. There is the card, and we have, now is a blessing. Life is a timeless moment in the eternal now. You perceive a yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but in reality, there is only now. Focusing on the past or future keeps you from fully living and receiving life's blessings. Bring your awareness within and you will receive a timeless blessing. It's all about the here and now, people. So there is your final message. The blessing of positive thought. Well, hello, 10 of Cups. Each time you notice a negative thought cross your mind, stop and consciously replace it with a positive one. Practice this until the pattern is broken. You will set yourself free. This is a blessing you give to yourself. It will lead you to a feeling of deep peace and contentment. Namaste. Biggest message of the day there. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.